Hey everyone, my name is Prism, and welcome back to Prisms Media Collection Corner. Today I have an update for all of you guys for July 30th of 2025. This past week, since last Thursday, I've been out of town. I was not expecting to come home till tomorrow, but things changed. Anyways, I've been out of town for quite a while, and I got to go to some really cool places. I did Santa Cruz, the Boardwalk. I went to Monterey Bay and Carmel, and I even went up to Sacramento and then decided to come home because the hotel didn't work out. Anyways, I've been out for a week, lots of driving, and while I was out, I did quite a bit of thrift shopping. Now, I didn't just go to kind of any thrift store. I went to a lot of the big ones that I love to hit every single time I travel. So today, I've got a pretty big DVD update for July 30th, 2025. With pretty much each store I went into, I walked out with more than one item. So let's do this. Beginning with day one's pickups, so this was on July 24th, I have two DVDs from Savers in Vacaville, the extended cut of A Knight's Tale. I just watched the movie today, the theatrical version, and it's actually pretty good. So I'll have to see what this extended cut is like, considering that I already enjoy the movie. But if I just get the slip cover off, and then I show you the inside here, we have, obviously, the text saying extended cut, the price tag pieces, and then over 10 minutes of additional footage, and some other little bonuses, behind the scenes, interviews, and a music video. And then you got the disc itself, and it's just an extended cut. I don't know if it's good, I don't know if I'll hate it, but I thought, hey, you know what? I've never seen the extended cut of A Knight's Tale really thrift shopping, and for only like $3, I thought it was worth it. So, now I have both versions of the film, and I'm very excited to check this one out. Next, I have a Studio Ghibli film. This is one I've been recommended by my friends. This is called Nausicaa Valley of the Wind. This is the first one they made. This is the 2-disc DVD from Walt Disney. And it got some behind-the-scenes featurettes, complete storyboards, an insider's look at the film artistry, original Japanese trailers, things like that, rated PG. And then you got the 2-disc here. You have disc 1 and disc 2. And there are a lot of Ghibli films at the Savers. There were a lot. The thing is, I don't know how I feel about Ghibli. Like, I like Princess Mononoke alright. I want to watch this film. I want to watch Kiki's Delivery Service, Castle in the Sky, and maybe Howl's Moving Castle. And did I mention Tales from Earthsea? Like, those are the ones that I'm interested in, so I don't know that I want to start collecting all of them. Though, to be fair, if I did, it would be a pretty small collection, because there's only around 12 titles. But, anyways, I don't want to start on that. Next we have what I got at the half-price books in Dublin. So not Vacaville, my mistake. Dublin was the Savers that I went to. And I went to the half-price books, and I got Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies, the 2-disc special edition, brand new factory sealed. And you can see right here, has all the bonus features. I still really want to get the extended cuts of all of these, but I can't find them anywhere, so I've just settled for these. It's really a pain, because, you know, I prefer the extended cuts to Lord of the Rings. I mean, I wouldn't say that I prefer them for all three, but definitely Return of the King. And there's some extended bits that are cool, too, from the Hobbit films, but whatever. I'll just have to keep looking. And then this, I wanted to get. I've never seen this film. I saw it in the aisle with, like, the films they had in alphabetical order, and it was, like, up to $8. And I said, no way, I'm not grabbing that. But then I found it in the clearance aisle. Vertigo, from Alfred Hitchcock. And this has James Stewart, Kim Novak, and, yeah. Very intrigued to check out this film. I've wanted to for a few months, I just haven't watched it yet. I have every excuse not to watch it, or rather the opposite, but now I have a DVD copy, so I'll feel a little bit more guilty about never seeing it. I will probably watch this within the next few days. Yeah, rated PG, nice collector's edition, cool DVD find. That was at the Half Price Books, and that was only $2. And then in Santa Cruz, I went to the Goodwill store that they had. And, you know, Goodwills can be really hit or miss. The one here in my town's great, but the one in the town that I used to live in is kind of terrible, especially with prices. But this Goodwill had a deal that you would pay $4 for each title, fine if it's a title you really want, and you would get one for free. So I picked up 3 DVDs, and one of them's a film I've never seen, the other 2 I have seen. So I'm going to start off with a surprising find, that being 2023's Barbie. And I honestly need to rewatch this. I was fine with the film. I didn't find it overly offensive. I mean, yes, it does have issues, but it's a fun movie. I like the disc color. Margot Robbie, Greta Gerwig, they made a great film. Ryan Gosling's fun as well. But, you know, it was, like, very cheap. I didn't have to pay a lot for it, so consider that would be a worthy pickup. And then I got Whale Rider. This is a film I've heard about. A film by Nikki Caro. Yeah, I've never seen this, but I've heard good things. So, I want to watch it. I really need to watch a lot of my animal films. I own so many, and I need to cut down my collection, because am I going to watch half the ones that I own? Probably not. But then here's the DVD that I considered, you know, because I could get one for free. This is the original Sleeping Beauty in this beautiful, glossy slipcover, brand new factory sealed. Look at this. Like, you got bonus features. You've got everything. This is like a perfect copy of Sleeping Beauty, which is just really nice to have. I don't think I would have gotten this otherwise, but yeah, it's just really nice. I was surprised that they were basically giving me this for free, because it's like if you buy 2 films, you get a third one free, so yeah, pretty good bargain, I would say. Especially because you could pick up, you know, 2 great films and then one you're not sure about, like Whale Rider, and you could say, oh, well, I didn't pay for it. So, yeah, great little haul there. Then, at the Streetlight Records in Santa Cruz, which I've been to the one in San Mateo. I think I prefer that one, but I had to stop at this one. I've never been there before, and I knew that they usually had good stuff. And I picked up a total of 5 DVDs. Now, one I regretted. A couple of these I could have maybe gotten cheaper. But we're going to start with the movie that I loved, and that was Footloose. The 1984 version. I really like this movie. I'll talk about it more in a video soon on my other channel, but I really enjoyed Footloose. And I'd never seen it before, really all the way through, so I watched it in the car. It was great. It was really good. Then I got The Birds. This is one that I've been wanting to pick up for a while. Once again, I haven't seen it, but I was actually in Bodega Bay about 2 weeks ago, and, you know, The Birds, the big thing there. But I never watched the movie, and all the copies they were selling were overpriced, so I bought this one for a total of $7. Still a little bit overpriced, but way better than $20. Then this is another one that I've been interested in. This is like a sword and sandal film. Daniel Day-Lewis in The Last of the Mohicans, Director's Expanded Edition. I don't really know what the difference is. Someone would have to tell me online. I did pick this up at Goodwill, but then I realized the disc was completely scratched. But you got, you know, the artwork here, the chapter list. So, that was a cool find. And then, this is the one that I regretted, because I just saw it today for like 50 cents. But this is Lion. 6 Academy Award nomination, including Best Picture. And this, you know, I've never seen it, but looks good. Disc. Yeah, like I said, I really regretted picking this up yesterday. I really regretted it. Actually, I picked it up back on, what's today? I picked it up basically like 3-4 days ago. So I think I got it on Sunday. Yeah, I got it on Sunday, and it's Wednesday. So it's been a while since I've picked up these titles. Also picked up The Music Man, the, musical. I've never seen this. I've been meaning to. I can say that about a lot of titles in my collection. I really do want to make it a goal, though, to watch a lot of the films that I own. I think I'm just going to start pulling out shelves and being like, never seen it, let's watch it, kind of thing. So we'll see how that goes. The case does not want to close for some reason. Oh, there we go. Yeah, The Music Man. Musical that I wanted to pick up. Alright. Then, the last store that I went to was Mad Monk Vintage and Anastasia, whatever you call it, in Modesto. Now, I went there a year ago, twice. Long story that I don't fully remember. But I went there a year ago when I was heading up to LA, and it was amazing. So many movies, so many Blu-rays, DVDs, steelbooks. Not really steelbooks, but they had some. VHS, I picked up so many titles. That's where a lot of the Blu-rays that I got were kind of from that LA trip. I found a lot of stuff. Anyways, we were going technically that way. It was off the road a bit, not fully on the way, but I wanted to stop there. And so my mom let me stop there, and I picked up a lot of DVDs. I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus a duplicate, and I'll talk about the duplicate. But I picked up around 10 DVDs. And I'm going to start with the 50-cent ones and then get on to the more expensive ones. But first, we have a comedy that I watched a few weeks back. This is Looney Tunes Back in Action, the movie. Full screen edition, directed by Joe Dante. I don't think this is a movie that I'd ever really choose to watch monthly, but I've been wanting to pick it up. It's fun. It's one of those dumb animation, live-action comedy films. I like the Hollywood parts of it, the Warner Brothers lot sequence. So I wanted to pick it up, and I thought for 50 cents that was a darn good price. So, really glad I waited and got that. There were some other places where it was way more. Then I got the movie Breach. Some of these were films my mom recommended, that were good films, so picked up a couple of those, but I got Breach here. This one's technically closed for some reason. Don't know what this is about, I'll have to look it up, but Breach, another good title from what I've heard. Then we've got Steven Spielberg's Lincoln with Daniel Day-Lewis. This is one of his films that I've not seen. A great American movie, rated PG-13. So that's cool. Obviously got the disc inside. And then we've got The Italian Job. Now, this copy's brand new factory sealed. But I bought a second copy. Why? I didn't mean to. The way I work when I thrift shop is I will pull out a lot of titles that, I might be interested in, and then I'll kind of, go back and I'll be like, okay, I don't want to get this, I don't want to get this, or, oh, I already have this, because my mom will try and find me titles, too, because she knows what I'm kind of looking for, relatively. And I guess I mixed up and I didn't realize I had 2 copies of this, so I now have 2 copies of The Italian Job. Don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I have 2 of them now, and they're both in good condition. This one's sealed, so there's that. And then I have one of the Jack Ryan films that I was missing. This is The Sum of All Fears. Special Collector's Edition, Ben Affleck, Morgan Freeman. This is rated PG-13. And you got some little bonuses here. Commentaries, making of, theatrical trailer, things like that. I really need to go through and watch the Jack Ryan films beginning to end, now that I think I own all of them, because it's a bit of a messy franchise. Alright, and then we got the final stack. 5 DVDs. These were all around $3 to $5. I got Die Hard, the original film. This is a Christmas classic. I've been meaning to pick it up. This is an extended cut with a little bit of footage put back in. I could care less, but yeah, it's Die Hard. Very, Very overly saturated disc, I will say. Little chapter 5-star thing. Bonus features. Then we got one of the Disney old films that I've never seen. This is Night Crossing. I think this was made during their darker period, which is why I was interested. And this has not very many bonus features. It's something to do with World War II. I'm trying to see when this came out. Fortunately, they don't mark it on the box. I don't think I've seen a VHS release for this, though. But this is one of their older films, so fun pickup. And then these three here are all ones that I really kind of wanted to pick up, and I finally found copies of them. The Wiz. This is the Michael Jackson Wizard of Oz film from the 1970s. This is so weird. I started watching this. It is a really long movie because the musical sequences are non-stop. I'm enjoying it, but I'm also confused on how on earth does this film even exist. But there's the disc. Got that there. And then we have a Tom Cruise movie. This is a one from Paramount that I've never seen. I used to have this. I got rid of it. That was dumb. But I found a really nice copy of Tom Cruise in Days of Thunder from 1990. I've heard quite a bit of the troubled production on this. I watched it, and I'm saving my thoughts for another video. They are complicated. But here's the disc. I like the red. I like the chapter card. And then finally, I have one of those Warner Brothers 2-disc DVD slips for Unforgiven. This is a Best Picture winner from 1993. Unfortunately, it's very damaged on the spine. The back's fine. Got some bonuses here. I've really been wanting to watch this film, or at least get a copy of it. The thing is, I like to sometimes collect for the boxes. I love these old Warner releases with the 2-disc. So this was one that I'd heard about, and I've wanted to get into more Westerns. I don't like a lot of just violence for violence sake films, but I do like myself a good Western, like Tombstone or Wyatt Earp. So getting another one's cool. It has Clint Eastwood in it. But that's basically it. That is all of the titles I picked up. And it was quite a haul, but I hope you all enjoyed this. I will be back with more videos soon on this channel and my other channels. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you would like to see in the comments down below. Take care. Check out my letterbox and eBay. Bye for now, guys. Thanks.